Hey, had some technical difficulty. I'm gonna remove this whole piece right off. That's the chain that's holding here. Right up here, there's a nut that's like a stopper. Remove that piece. The next is the channel I got left. Show you how I'm going to do this. For this, I'm using the 14mm socket. Just to disconnect, I got the channel held up, supporting it. I'll show you. I have one side of the channel supported by a strap. And to remove that, I'm going to unbolt these two bolts here. May be different for yours, but mine is 14 millimeters. You'll need a ladder for this part. I'm using a 6-foot ladder. Since I have no help to do this, you should be getting help. But if you got no help, straps help. Now that I got the rail down, I double checked and it's 11. Let's see if you can see that. Here we go. 11 millimeters for these nuts here. Let's just disassemble the rail. Comes in two. There's 3 pieces of this rail. You can use a crescent wrench even to take this apart. Just like that. It for that. This is the Mastercraft I'm going to replace my garage door with. Chain garage door opener. It's 1/2 horsepower. It's got a keypad and everything you need to install it. So I've never seen one of these, so I'm going to crack it open and you can see firsthand what I'm going to be installing. Let's crack this open. Instructions. Let's see if it's got everything we need. Take a look at that. Like the brackets, all the bolting hardware. You got everything like that. Motor. Jesus, sure looks small compared to the one I had. Mine was a lot bigger. That's the key fob. Jesus, that's small. The door key, wall mount, and the safeguard lasers that go across the doorway. Everything's compact in this box. And the rails and the assembly chain. Okay, we'll get this all sorted out. So for this part, I'm going to use the new lag bolt bracket that goes on the 2x4. Refer to the instructions. This is the old one. Not very similar. So yeah, just double check that instructions. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one in the original spot. There. And I'm just using the original holes. I'm just squaring it up with what they had. Of course, you're going to have to level it and find center. Next, you want to lay out your track. Make sure you wear your gloves. It's oily. You gotta make sure that these are the proper ones to lay out. Pulleys on the end, so you want that one on the end. Just keep in mind in the instructions, that's the pulley end you want towards the door. And at the end of your other track, this part here where you actually bolt it to your motor. Then open bag C. Bag C has the spacers. Put those in. And your cotter pin. Then install your trolley and your piece for your motor. Then what you want to do is set the motor up and put that sprocket into place with those bolts. Then tighten these down. In the instruction book it shows B1 bolts and B2, the little one. Go.
Where's the...
He's just out there.
Okay, I'm just gonna get the...
Just put that snug. According to the instructions, I put the chain through the pulley and I followed how they wanted it near that nut. All the way around, cord through the pulley. Okay, so what you need to do is make this, you have to insert this here so you're not twisting the chain as you tighten the turnbuckle here to tighten everything. And that's just to tighten the chain. So you got good tension on the chain. And what you want to do is just make it hand tight. Oop. I think that should be good for now. So after all that's set, the chain's set, you put the D cotter pin up in this part while the whole shaft is laying on the ground. I used a little stool here. And now I use the ladder to set it up here to do our final spot, which will be bolting to the original bracket, which I already have, because we're just replacing the old one. It comes in handy when everything is pretty much set in place, but if you're doing an install, you're going to really have to refer to the instructions. But just for all intents and purposes here, installing this one, I'm just using a lot of the original spots for everything. So I'll bolt this up, and then we'll do the final connection for the door. And then we can do the wiring afterward. There, I bolted this part up. Just using the original old bracket that was there, and then the other one didn't work, so I had to use the new one out of the box. I just bent it to what I need, and that should be good. Next portion, we're going to use E. So I'm going to use the original that was already attached from the old one. And I'll grab the cotter pin, so I'll use the new one. Out of here. Just like that. Then I'll get that top portion in a minute. Okay, for the last one is F for me. Sack F. We set this one up. There we go. That works. Then what you want is this to align. Here, I'll get a better shot of that so you can see what I'm talking about. It's right about here. This part. So for this part you need 12 mil and a crescent. Or the other proper size for it, which I don't know. Just like that. I'll give this a crank. There, just like that. The last part, you got the cover. Just got to take the little screw off the bottom, and then this plate comes off. Then you can screw it to your frame on your garage door. That's the last part for me to do. There, after it's level, which I just did, I'll just double check. Yeah, see, she's level there. Let's throw that in there. Not too tight. Just make sure you have this plate on correctly, because if you don't, see, you'll be flipping that the wrong way. You don't want to flip that the wrong way, so make sure that that's on the bottom. Get your battery in too. There you go. And that's it. Alright, so we got her all complete. I'll just do a quick show of how I ran my cord here. Got my sensor up. I used all the staples provided. And I'll just do one over here. Just show you quick on this part here. The wiring end of it. These, make sure you strip them long. Like I say, these aren't polarity sensitive anyway. And these are push in ends. So make sure you leave them long so you can push them in, and you just give them a tug after you push them in there. And I used the black for negative on both of them. Plugged them into the two negatives, two black into the negative, and then obviously the other one. And she worked out pretty good. You just have to go over the checklist to make sure you got everything down. They gave a lot of these too, so you're good on that end. You don't have to put like 100 of them on, so that's it. Worked out pretty good. And that's the recap. How you install a garage door opener. I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe. Click the bell notification. If you like the video, just make sure you comment down below. We can go over and I'll just show you how it worked out.